Hello and welcome. My name is Sanchit Jitendra Chokse, and today I'm here to represent my PowerPoint presentation in regard of the clothing retailing sector in UK. So this this presentation is gonna provide us with the analysis of the clothing and retailing sector in UK using the variety of business analytics technique. The presentation will also support key trends, data leads, insight, and predictive model to make evidence lead recommendations to determine what's the future of the clothing retailing sector should be. So, the clothing retailing sector plays a vital role in uh, in the employment and the consumer spending in the UK. Regardless of the current circumstances, however, the sector is experiencing challenges of a cost of living crisis coupled with inflation, changing consumer behavior, and the consequences of moving towards a more sustainable business. And the final point helps support my analytical investigation into the sector. So in the third slide, here's the data gathering for the various kind of company such as uh, Next PLC, Mark and Spencer, ASOS, Boho Group, and JD Sports. So here are the 10 years of data from 2015 to 2024 for both the outcomes and the managed metrics. The managed metrics includes the gross margin, employees, inventory, turnover, and the store counts. So if we talk about the slide 4, from the chart, next, the MNS have the greatest revenue, while the ASOS and Boho Group have a higher gross margins because they are an online only model. GD Sports shows a strong growth trend due to the sportswear movements. This can help like depict positions and competitive advantage in the market. And if you talk about the slide 5, so the economic pressures for COVID-19, the inflation and depressed spending adversely impacted the revenue growth after 2020. However, on the other hand, prompted by COVID-19, the amount online retailers brought in online grew export exponentially, like they perform the exponentially in the comparison. Currently ASOS and Boho, the two largest online retailers in revenue terms, brings in over 90% of their total revenues online. On the other hand, if we talk about MNS, e-commerce has experienced the slower growth. Overall, the trend analysis provides target perspective on digital transformation in retail sector. Yeah. So the dashboards are an effective way to deliver a balance of this simplicity and insights. Therefore, visual analytics allow managers to act quicker on signals from data-driven performances. So the mean shows the overall level, while the median is robust. The outlier, example ASUS gross margin, the standard deviation will show the volatility, which provides some insights into potential risk to stability and performances. Here's the slide 8. So in this, the revenue strongly correlates with workforce size and online sales, suggesting investment in digital and human capital boost for performances. The model shows the number of employees and digital penetrations are significant predictors of revenue. But we will need to update the model regularly since the retail market is sensitive and the macroeconomics conditions. Hmm. So the regression modeling, like it's having a strategy focus on digital and workforce analytics, and will ensures the growth through the changes in market demands. Okay, here are some recommendation. If we talk about the decision one, so the like we can say this approach was this approach was analytically highlighted how the business intelligence is used to underpin evidence-based strategy, like a key pillar for the resilience of the clothing retail sector in pandemic. And if we talk about the decision two, so like the bar charts for the company to company. So the dashboards consist of the balance of simplicity, insights, and they allow for the speedy decision making in general visual analytics and enables the manager to act much more quicker and much more quickly on the data driven performances and its signals. Here we can talk about the conclusion, like the clothing retailing industry in UK is recovering post-COVID with an emphasis on digital. And if you talk about the online markets, so they are growing rapidly rather than the other businesses like which are on the human basis having the physical stores. As the GD is also performing good on online platforms, which is helping them in generating their revenue in the good form rather in comparison to the other companies. Here I've added some references for my PPT. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.